everyone, it's Faith here from the Outdoor Adventure Club. Today we're making a video on how to make foil dinners while camping and how to clean up as far as leaving no trace.
I'm Christine. I am going to be her assistant and I'm her sister.
Alright, so basically before you even go on your trip, you'll want to plan out your meals. This will make everything easier and then you won't have a ton of extra food or anything, or you won't end up having a shortage of food. So basically for the foil dinners, what you'll want is pick out whatever vegetables you want in it. You can do potatoes, zucchini, bell peppers, onions. We have tomatoes here. You can pretty much put whatever you're feeling in it. And then I have some sausage here that we'll also put in. So basically to prep it, once you cut the vegetables, you want to put it in foil. We have tongs and then some forks for after. So we're going to cut these up and then we'll put them in the foil. Alright, so now that we have all the vegetables cut up, what you'll want to do is get your foil and pull out a piece about maybe like a foot, and then so you want two pieces because you'll be putting the foil directly in the fire or in the ambers, kind of like that. And then you'll want to take some Pam and spray the foil so nothing sticks to the foil. Okay. And now you can create it however you want. Put as much of the vegetables as you want. And then we have some salt and pepper here and crushed red pepper. You can bring whatever seasonings you like best. So we're gonna go ahead and make it now.
She put how much you want? Do you put these in there too?
Yep. That's good. And then once you have however much you want in, you'll spray the top real lightly with some Pam so then that top layer doesn't stick to the foil as well. So then you'll just kind of wrap it up. Kind of like that. And then I would recommend doing like another piece of foil. That way your foil doesn't break in the fire and then you can't eat the food. Alright, so when you're starting your fire, you want to make sure to pick the right spot. If you're at the park and they don't allow campfires, you can bring your own portable burner to cook your food on. But if they do allow campfires, you'll most likely see that they already have a fire circle set up, but you'll want to clear out any dry brush, any twigs, and make sure there's nothing around that could catch fire and start a larger fire. So you'll want to, if you have to make one yourself, you'll want to pick a clear area and clear out any brush on the ground again, and then take some rocks and put it around in a circle. That way it makes it more difficult for the fire to spread. And then Christine here is going to talk about how to put out a fire.
So for putting out a fire, you want to make sure you burn the wood down to ash, pour some water over it, and then put some dirt on it just so like it's out and it doesn't have like a way to catch fire again. And then once the fire's out, you want to make sure it's cooled down a lot and then stick around a while after to make sure it doesn't restart.
So then once you've put out the fire, you may be leaving the campsite or going off to sleep, but you'll want to make sure you clean up your food. So if you're leaving a campsite, make sure to take all trash, whether it was there before you or somebody else left the trash. You'll want to bring it with you. So you'll most likely want to have a couple trash bags with you, and you'll just put all the trash in there. And then anything that you can bring, which is reusable, it would be a good idea to bring it. That way you reduce your waste. All right, so now that we have this all wrapped up, you'll want to let the fire burn down a little bit so you can put these on the ambers. And you'll want to start the fire probably before you start prepping, that way it has time to burn down. And then you'll put this on the ambers and let it cook for like 20 to 30 minutes, and you'll want to flip it halfway through. And then once it's done, you don't need any plates. You could just open up the foil and eat it out of the foil. That way you're not using any more resources than necessary. You can use forks if you don't happen to have forks, which has happened to me sometimes. If you have skewers for marshmallows, you could also use those.
So now we have the food on the fire. It is cooking away, and now we're just waiting to eat it.
All right, so we just took these off the fire, and all you have to do is unwrap them and enjoy. Okay, and lastly, what you'll want to do is if you moved any picnic tables or any logs or anything, you'll want to put them back where they were when you first arrived to the campsite.
Stay safe, y'all.